Hello, welcome to Fantastical Magic Tarot. My name is Andrea. Today's reading, actually the topic surprised me. I pulled a card to determine today's topic, and the message that I got is that there is something returning in your life. Something is coming back into your life that was previously there. Now, this could be something external, like a relationship, a person, a career, a field of study, could be a place, but it could also be internal. It could be a way of thinking, a way of feeling, a way of behaving, a way of being in the world. So we won't know until we get into the reading. So let's do that. Group number 1, you've got this card here and it says unknown. It's card number 12. Group number 2, you've got this card here. It's 41 and with magic. Pardon me, it's card 41 and it says magic. And group number 3, you've got this card here. It says Land of Dreams and it's card 19. Okay, you choose whichever you are drawn to the most. It's okay if you're drawn to more than one. There may be more than one reading here for you today. I'm going to put timestamps in the description box below and I'll see you in your reading. All right, group number 1, you chose this card, Unknown. And this card, look, she's kind of, it reminds me of the Fool card. She's on a cliff, kind of, no idea. There's just clouds, have no idea what's down there. So we'll find out. I'm going to get all your cards out and then I will get the message. But this initial card, there is this energy of surrender, of having no idea, uncertainty around how things are going to work out. And I don't know if some of you are in this surrendered place right now in your life, and maybe, you know, the last thing you would expect is the return of whatever this thing is for you. Or maybe you're feeling a lot of uncertainty in your life right now. Maybe you're not surrendered actually, and you're just very worried about the future. There's something around the unknown, obviously, with this card, you choosing this card. Let's just get into all your cards. Like I said, I'm going to get all your cards out. I'm going to start with tarot, and then we will get your message. Okay, group number 1, please. What is returning to them? What is returning to group number 1? What is returning to group number 1, please? What is returning? Okay, let's see. We've got the King of Pentacles. I saw that one right away. King of Pentacles. And then we had 9 of Cups. Very nice. And then the 7 of Cups. Here's the confusion. There's confusion for some of you present. Confusion about how you're going to make a wish happen. With the, oh, it's not the King of Pentacles, it's the Knight of Pentacles. Well, that's different. That's a different energy. Still, I do get, I mean, the Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving energy, and I was going to say, like, kind of getting the feeling that this has to do with the material world for some of you, but some of you may not actually. Let's just keep going here. What is returning? What is actually returning to group number 1? Please, what is returning to them, this first group? Okay. King of Cups, 3. Okay, see. I wasn't sure. Now we've got all this Cups energy. We've got the King of Cups, and I don't think you can see that great. Let's, how shall I do this? Give me 1 second. There we go. Okay, we've got the King of Cups coming underneath the Knight of Pentacles. We've got the 3 of Swords here coming underneath the 9 of Cups. And then we've got the Knight of Cups coming underneath the 7 of Cups. So group number 1. what I'm getting, whatever, I'm not quite sure exactly what's returning yet. We'll find out. And we will find out. I don't know if we'll find out exactly, but we will get a message about what it is that's returning, or who, you know, whatever the case may be. But what I'm seeing here is that this has to do with, it's a pretty significant heartbreak here, because you've got the Three of Swords coming right underneath the Nine of Cups. And this is like something you really wanted, something you really wished for, something you really longed for, something or someone. And this situation around this ended up completely breaking your heart. And I think it's been a long time coming with this Knight of Pentacles on top of the King of Cups here. I think it's been a long road of healing. This feels like a long road. It's taken some time. It's still taking time to heal. And then it's like right now you're in this situation of you don't know what to want anymore. You don't know what you don't know what you want. You don't know what to want. You don't know if you should want the things that maybe you want. You don't know where to put your wishes and desires anymore around a certain area of your life. Okay, so that is the energy here. If this is your reading, that is kind of where you're at. So let's find out here. What is actually returning? What is the thing or person that is returning to group number one, please? What is the actual thing that is returning to group number one? What is it that is actually returning? Is it the thing or the person that is actually returning? Oh, wow. Okay, that's too many. Okay, the first two are Five of Cups in reverse. I actually like to see that. This is getting over. See, there's grief here, and it's getting over that. And this is like, now the King of Wands could be a person here. It could represent your energy, though, of like coming back to life and being a go-getter again, and like being willing, figuring out what it is that you want and being willing to go after it again with, you know, with confidence. What is it that is returning? What is it that is returning to group number one? What is it? Okay. And here's the Six of Cups. There's that. Okay, so what part of what is returning has to do with you? It has to do with you, group number one. You are, a part of you is, you know, I was going to say a part of you is returning, but it's almost like it is you, but it's like the transformed version of you after all of this. Like you're coming back into, like your life force energy is coming back, and you are going to be getting over the past. It's not easy, obviously, with the Strength card here, but you have it. You have the stamina and the strength to do this. You have the inner resources to do this. You are healing, recovering here. I see a lot of that. What's at the bottom here? Now I see the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Cups. That's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to clarify this Six of Cups. What is the Six of Cups here, please? What is the Six of Cups? What is this? Okay. The Empress and the Ten of Wands. So this, I think for a lot of you, this does have to do with family. The Empress, she's a creator, okay? She's abundant. She knows her own worth and beauty and all of that stuff. And I do see that returning for some of you who have lost that. in yourself, but this to me feels like something you gave up on, because that has to be, the Six of Cups can be a soulmate energy. It's a very childlike energy as well. And then we've got the Empress here, who is a mother and and a partner. She's a wife or a partner, it doesn't have to be marriage, obviously, but she's beautifully abundant in physical ways as well, besides just her material life, like her own body, her own sexuality. She's very fertile, right? She's definitely she is the card that is associated with pregnancy and giving birth. So, and I did see the 10 of Cups right at the bottom of the deck earlier. Is this maybe I'll just get some oracle out, and then I will clarify with more tarot if needed. Okay, I think it's time for some oracle for you. What is this message, please, for group number 1? What is returning? Please, what is returning to group number 1? What is returning to them? What is returning to group number 1? What is returning? Oh, well, that's nice. You've got say thank you. You're going to be very grateful here. Say thank you. Have fun. Take a breather. There's definitely, like I said, life force energy coming up. Self-care and experiencing life again and enjoying life more fully. I'm not saying you're not enjoying life at all right now, but this is more enjoyment of life. This is more self-care. And there's something here that makes you feel very grateful. Something you're going to be extremely thankful for. What is returning, please? For group number 1. What is returning for group number 1? Perfect timing. Auspicious clockwork, planning, and patience. That's interesting. I feel a synchronicity here. What is returning? What is returning for group number 1? Power of prayer. Here's that energy again. Surrender, belief, affirm, release. I think how you've actually handled this situation, this heartbreak, it's paying off. It is paying off. Your patience, your perseverance, your surrender, all of that is paying off. And the tides are turning. We did have we had the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck there and the tarot deck. And this is like the next, it's time that's all going to be put behind you. And it's like a new phase of your life. I really feel like a lot of this has to do with relationship. Okay, let's see. What is returning to group number 1? What is returning to group number 1, please? Oh my, all right, we'll take them. Embrace enthusiasm. And I'm just going to cover that one up there. Let's do it like that. Embrace enthusiasm. Navigate with heart. Court the divine feminine. There's that Empress energy again. Okay. Look, we've got start anew. I didn't even see that before at the bottom of the deck. What have we got on the bottom of the other decks? Angels are watching over you. Remember who you are. Yes. Okay. Group number 1. Your patience is paying off here, okay? Your dedication, your perseverance is paying off. Your life force energy is renewing. It's coming back to you. Your heart is opening back up. And I think it's to a person. And I don't know if this is a child or a relationship. I mean, oftentimes those two things go hand in hand, right? You need to actually create a child with somebody. But that's not necessarily it, you know? This just has something to do with family and heart spaces. And this very much has to do with your own feeling of like self-worth and what you can have. And this, you know, it is about receiving here. It's like your hard work pays off and you will receive. Your patience, your surrender pays off and you will receive, and you will be open to receiving. Like I said, your life force energy comes back. You'll be strongly tapped into your feminine energy, whether you're a man or woman or however you identify, doesn't matter. It's this energy of like, of energetic alignment and believing in your own life and your own worth. And then energetically that pays off in the real world. You find those divine counterparts. You find your soul family. You find the right place for you to be and the right people for you to be with. It's very beautiful. It's very beautiful energy here. I honestly, I think that's all we're getting. I was gonna maybe pull a couple more tarot. I'm just gonna do one, I think. Just one to clarify this perfect timing, and let's see how that goes. Please clarify perfect timing for group number 1. 3 of Wands. Your ship's coming in. This is what I mean. Your work has paid off. And I really feel like for a lot of you, this work is emotional work that you've done. Well, it is. I mean, there's no question. Yeah, you've got the Queen of Cups on the bottom. The 3 of Wands is about your ships coming in. You set your intention. You made your plans. You put it out there and it starts to come back to you. But it is also at the beginning, right? The 3 of Wands is, you know, it is also sort of at the beginning stages. I don't feel like this is, because this is honestly what I'm getting. I don't feel like it is a person from your past coming back. If this heartbreak that you experience, group number 1, has to do with like a relationship, it's not that person coming back. It's you coming. It's like, I mean, we did have that, didn't we? Remember who you are. It is partly you coming back to yourself, but it's like this massive transformation, massive personal growth and transformation here. So yes, you're you, but you're also different. But this is like, yeah, I know I said it before, but it's the best thing I can come up with to explain it is it's your life force energy really, really being full and abundant. And that is powerful. That is very powerful in terms of manifesting and transforming your life. You deciding what you want and being able to, you know, find that or build it, receive it, whatever the case may be. But again, if it is a person, it's not, that person isn't coming back. It's a new person. Definitely new person. It's more like a relationship comes back into your life. Not the same relationship. It's a new relationship, but like relationship, love, that comes back into your life. Or like the belief in being able to have a family, like that comes back into your life and then it manifests. And you do get that family. Okay, so you just take it how it resonates, however it applies to your situation. But just keep the faith here. You're on the right path. You've been doing the right things. Just keep going, okay? Because yes, your work, all this emotional, all this healing work, it is paying off for you, group number 1, okay? I'm going to leave it at that. I wish you all the best. If this resonated, please like and subscribe, comment, all that stuff really helps me. I haven't been too focused on growing the channel for a while now, and I would like to now. So that's, this hasn't been my biggest intention growing the channel. I just wanted to do something I love and be of support and service, but I would like to grow the channel at this point. So those things help me if you want to, exchange energy with me. I give you this reading, and if you want to, do any of those things, it's greatly appreciated. Take care. See you next time. Okay, hello, group number 2. You chose this card, Magic. Let's put it over here. The initial energy of this card is, I think for some people here, maybe life has started to become a little bit mundane. Maybe life has been a little bit too routined. Maybe there's a little bit of not seeing the magic in life right now for some of you. But even if that's not the case for you, there's definitely a message here that, life is going to start feeling magical. This return of whatever this is for you, that's how it's going to feel. It's going to feel magical. So let's start off with tarot for you and find out what is returning to you, group number 2. Okay. What is returning, please, to group number 2? What is returning to group number 2, please? What is returning to group number 2? Okay, let's see what we got. We got the Page of Cups in reverse. That's interesting. Okay, and then we've got 6 of Pentacles, which is about generosity or help, balance, give and take. We do have the Devil and the 7 of Swords. That is very interesting. I don't know, those of you who know tarot probably know what the Devil card is. It's about attachment, the ties that bind, things that we get stuck with, like things that really bind us, that we get really attached to, that we really have a hard time getting out of. And it can be a person, a pattern, an addiction, a way of thinking. It can be anything. We've got the 7 of Swords, which, I mean, it can be about deception and all that, but it can also be about feeling like sneaky, feeling like you can't trust things and you have to go about things in a sort of manipulative way. And sometimes it's just about needing to stay under the radar or coming up with like creative solutions. It's not all bad, but this Page of Cups, and what the energy that I'm getting so far is has a lot to do with self-protection. The Page of Cups in reverse makes me feel like there's a closed heart, an unwillingness to be vulnerable. There's something like that, and it's too soon to say exactly what all this is, so let's just keep going. I'm going to clarify all of these. Clarify the Page of Cups in reverse. Why is this Page of Cups in reverse? 3 cups. It's people, community, other people, relationships. Why? Clarify the 6 of Pentacles, please. Clarify the 6 of Pentacles for group number 2. The Queen of Cups. Yeah. Okay. Clarify the Devil, please. Please clarify the Devil. Clarify this Devil card for group number 2. Why is the Devil here? 10 of Cups. Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't mean that. I mean, this is what I mean. This is like closed heart here. Look, cups are all our clarifiers here, which are emotions, relationships, or interactions with others. family, love, friends, all that stuff. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Okay, I'm going to take them all. Okay. Oh, the Tower. Oh, the Lovers and the Four of Wands. Okay. I mean, I want to give you a hug, group number 2. Okay. There's a very strong message here for some of you, and for other, there may be a smaller group to whom this won't apply. But the strong message that is coming through here is that there, in your life, group number 2, there has been I think deception is the right word here. Something along those lines. It may not be something, you know, super grand, like some grand deception, like someone, you know, robbed your bank account, or it could be. But, you know, it may not be something huge like that. It might have been something that was just hiding something from you. And I don't even know for sure this is a person, but I think, I don't know, for some of you, it may be a person, maybe just a situation in your life that happened. But we have the Lovers here, and, you know, the Lovers can be read in a few different ways, but I am feeling in this context that it is relationship. We've got it right beside the Four of Wands, which is a card about, could be a card about marriage, home, stability, structure. Okay, so there is something to do, something very foundational in your life, okay? Having to do with your home, your family. And something shocking, something you weren't expecting, something that completely changed your life, something that changed the direction of your life. This could be cheating. This could be someone who cheated and lied. This could be anything, okay? It's just something that was hidden, something that was deceptive, something that once you found out, it was shocking and it rocked your world. And now you don't trust. Your heart is closed, or it has been. Okay, so that is the energy here. If this reading is for you, that is the energy that is here. Now there is another energy coming through that's a little bit not as strong, and that is not that this happened to you, but that maybe you were the one with this. You were the instigator in this situation, whether it was intentional or not, you know. This doesn't have to be intentional deception or intentional hiding. I mean, I don't know how you do that without being intentional. I mean, like, in terms of, you know, sometimes we repeat patterns in our life and they're kind of subconscious. And we actually, deep down, we're not out to hurt anybody. It's just our own coping mechanisms, our own ways that we learn to be in the world end up hurting others, you know. So that this either happened to you or you were the instigator for some of you. But the bigger energy that I feel is that you were on the receiving end of this. You're the one. I mean, either way, your life got redirected. Like, this rocked your world either way. Okay, well, I love that it's the Magic card that has is the main theme card here, the card that you chose. I feel forgiveness here. Well, the Six of Pentacles can be about generosity. The Queen of Cups too. I feel forgiveness here. Okay, that's what's returning to your life. There's going to be some forgiveness that that's what the return has to do. Maybe you're going to forgive, someone else is going to forgive you, or maybe just the situation will be forgiven somehow. is what I'm getting. Let's get some oracle cards out. What is returning to their life? What is returning to group number 2, please? What is returning to group number 2? Look forward. There is a moving on energy here. What is returning to group number 2? Create. What is returning to group number 2, please? What's returning here? Let go and flow. I'm going to clarify these, actually. Look, we've got clean up your mess on the bottom. Some of you, that is what you're doing here. This mess of a situation is getting cleaned up, whether it's you or someone else. I mean, it takes two. I mean, everyone has to participate in that, right? But I just want to clarify. Clarify, look forward. Clarify, okay. 6 of Cups, yeah. Look at this. Okay, before I say anything else, just let me finish clarifying. Clarify, create, please. What is create? Clarify, create. What is this? Page of Wands. That's beautiful. Clarify, let go and flow. Please clarify, let go and flow. What is this? Energy of let go and flow. That's an energy of not knowing what to do. If there's something you don't know what to do, just let it go. The path of least resistance in any decision you need to make, okay? However that applies to you, okay? Any decision or anything where you feel like you don't know how to handle it, just let go of control of it. The path of least resistance, okay? There's some sort of advice there. I'm not quite sure what that is. You should know. You know, with this coming out here, this could have to do with, because the energy is here something foundational. And I was really feeling family a lot earlier, and family and home. What this could, with create and Page of Wands here, which is a very creative energy, like with the Page of Wands clarifying that, this could have to do with some kind of project or work as well. Some kind of partnership that wasn't family, but maybe it had repercussions on your family, like more indirectly. But with this 6 of Cups and looking forward, I feel forgiveness again. It's like there is some situation or person from the past where there's going to be forgiveness and there's going to be a moving forward. And that person or that situation is going to be back in your life, and you're going to be able to move forward. I don't know if you're moving forward together or moving forward separately. Like, it's going to allow you, it's going to free you up energetically and in other places in your life that you can move on your own. Or you may be moving on with this person. Okay, let's get a few more oracle. What is returning, please, for group number 2? What is returning for group number 2? What is returning here, please, for group number 2? Group number 2. All right, what is this? Archangel Raziel. Enlightened, adaptable, soulful, connected. It's a very spiritual card, actually. I think there's going to be spiritual healing involved here. Then we've got, look at this, point of view. Gratitude, assistance, guidance, understanding. It's like, yeah, this is the forgiveness energy again. It's like understanding each other's point of view, a new perspective here. You know, look, going from feeling this sort of way, slouched down and like hopeless, to like, you know, forgiveness is a very powerful energy. It heals ourselves, it heals others. Even if you don't forgive someone directly, like even if they don't know that you've forgiven them. Because sometimes forgiving someone, you know, in certain situations, it's not appropriate to, it's not in anyone's best interest for there to be direct contact, but you can still forgive. But it's very powerful, and it's like, it frees up so much of your energy in your heart, in your energy body, you know, like just, it really does lighten you up so that you can have a better life. Let's see, what is returning for group number 2? What is returning for group number 2, please? Okay, and then we've got, so be the real you, okay? Freedom. There is freedom here. Freedom from some kind of yucky energy from the past. Authenticity, uniqueness, and courage. Okay, you need to be real with whoever this person is or whoever this situation is. Look, I'm forgiveness. Archangel Zadkiel. Destiny, pride, conscious forgiveness. Yeah. I feel humility here. There will be humility, you know, but like, it's just like, you know, put down the pride, the ego, and there's authenticity here, okay? If you are struggling with any decisions about how to handle this situation, it is be yourself, be truthful, be honest, have the courage to just speak your truth, be authentic. Don't put on any kind of front or show. Don't hide anything. Okay. Oh, let's get a couple more. What is returning for group number 2? What is returning? What is returning? Yeah. What is returning for group number 2? Yeah. Look at this. This is beautiful. You've got focus. You've got face your dragons. That's what I mean. Remember at the bottom it said clean up your mess? It's time to really confront something that embody grace. Here's, you know, there is grace here, definitely. Grace, the definition of grace is, you know, someone being given something they don't necessarily deserve, you know, and that is a lot to do with forgiveness, is that energy of grace a lot of time. I think we all deserve forgiveness, so don't get me wrong there, but sometimes some pretty horrible things happen and we feel like we don't deserve forgiveness, but we do. Okay, so you are getting grace, you are giving grace. I think this situation is hard to confront, it's hard to deal with. It's going to take courage. It is going to take courage, but you're going to do this and it's going to be massively healing for you. And I want to read you this focus card, okay? It says, you have a choice right now. Look at what you treasure, what you love, and what you hope for, and hold that vision despite what reality tells you is possible. Or look at what you don't want, what isn't working, what are you fearful of, or what you worry about. Either way, what you think about grows. Your focus is a power source, amplifying and expanding what it perceives. Now is the time to use this very simple power to direct energy and flow of your experience. When you focus on what you already have with gratitude and what you want with love and appreciation, you are creating the energetic vision of your future before there is any proof in the material world. I think this situation, like I said before, has really been sucking up your energy. I don't know if you think about it a lot, you ruminated about it a lot, or you have a ton of fear about it a lot. Even if it's something you repress, you know, you push down, it's there and it's sucking up a lot of your energy and lowering your frequency, right? If you believe in that, I do, you know, that whole thing around frequency, and we attract and vibrate towards similar frequencies. So this has got you really low vibe, like you need to release it and transform it so that you can be operating at a higher frequency and you can focus on more positive things and expanding your life, you know? You can create a lot of expansion when we do that. So yeah, that's what I have for you, group number 2. I hope it was helpful. I did ask group number 1, and I'll ask you too to please like and subscribe and comment if you feel called to do so. I have not been really trying to grow my channel for a while now, and I am going to be, setting that intention now again to grow my channel. And that helps me. So if you want to do that, that's great. And otherwise, take care. See you in the next one. Hi, group number 3, if you chose this card, Land of Dreams. So this may very well be a dream that you had that maybe you let go of that is returning to you. A dream for your life. You could also be getting messages in your dreams about this. So if you've been dreaming about the return of anything in your life, you may already know what this is going to be because your dreams have been telling you, but let's find out. We're going to start off with tarot. Okay, for group number 3 here, please. What is returning to group number 3? Okay. Got the 2 of Swords and the 3 of Cups. What is returning, please? What is returning to group number 3? What is returning? We've got the Sun. Talk about dreams. Okay, we got the 3 of Wands. And we're going to clarify each of these. Why is the 2 of Swords here? Why is the 2 of Swords here? Okay, Page of Cups. 2 of Pentacles. Look at this. Okay, let me just get them all out. Okay. Please clarify the 3 of Cups for group number 3 here. Judgment. Clarify the Sun. 5 of Pentacles. Clarify the 3 of Wands, please. Clarify the 3 of Wands. I don't know why I'm putting your cards this way. I didn't do that for the other group. Let's just put them this way. Okay. Sorry. Let me do this. Sorry, did I tell you it's the Emperor that clarified the 3 of Wands there? Other interesting thing about you, group number 3, is you got more major arcana than anyone else, I think, so far. You've got the Sun, the Emperor, and Judgment. And the Judgment very much can be about reconciliation, seeing as we are doing a reading about the return. I just want to clarify, sorry, before I give you the message I'm seeing so far, and then we're going to get Oracle, I want to clarify this 5 of Pentacles. Clarify this 5 of Pentacles. Clarify the 5 of Pentacles. Strength. What is this 5 of Pentacles energy? What is the 5? 8 of Cups. Look at that. Chariot on the bottom. All right, this has something to do with something. This is something you left behind, is what I'm getting. I'm getting, I can't tell what area of life this is. I kind of am getting this feeling about community. Maybe a place that you used to live. In any case, you had to make a decision here. This is something you already made a decision about. Okay, that's clear. This is something you already made a decision about, and it was to leave something or someone or some place. Could be a physical place like a city, a town. Could be a place like a school or work, or could be a relationship. It could be any of those things. It's not clear what that is. And it is a general read, so it's going to be different, obviously. This was not no matter what it was, this was a hard decision to make. this hurt your heart a little bit, making this decision. It was a little bit overwhelming making this decision. But you were just concerned about your highest good here. You're really, we've got the Emperor here and Three of Wands. I really feel like this was just about your own happiness and well-being and the bigger picture of your life. And you took some action here to the thing that you felt was the right thing to do for yourself, but it was a hard decision. Okay, so that's the energy present. If that doesn't resonate at all, it may not be your reading. We are going to keep going though, and we will see more about what this is. What is return? Interesting that this is something you left, and we're talking about a return, so I don't know. We'll see. What is returning for group number 3? What is returning for group number 3? Okay, get over yourself. These cards are actually, they are direct sometimes, but they are kind of sweet. So maybe I'll just read the book from that one so you don't get offended by that message of get over yourself. Sometimes we do need to get over ourselves, okay? Like, seriously. But I'm not saying that's the case for you. We'll get more information here. There's some mirroring happening here though, hey? Okay. What else? Please, group number 3. What is returning to group number 3? Seek an expert. What is returning here for group number 3? Okay, clean up your mess. We've got detox on the bottom. Okay, well, this is what I'm getting. Group number, I have more cards to pull, okay, but just sort of what I'm getting right now is, hang on, I am going to read that card though. Maybe I'll do that before I say what I'm seeing here. Okay, let me do that first. It says, this is for get over yourself from The Answer is Simple. It says, the first step to living your spirit is to get over yourself, meaning get over your false self, your ego. It's time to become honest and stop the doomed effort to posture and present your ego to the world as the real you. It isn't. Thank goodness, because if you step back and observe for a moment, you'll feel what a high maintenance entity your ego self is. So high maintenance. In fact, that it leaves no room to focus on or be much aware of anything or anyone else beyond the most superficial level. Psychologists call it your mask. Sociologists refer to it as your conditioning. Alternative therapists identify it as your patterns. The Yiddish word for it is your shtick. It is, in other words, your self-defensive, artificial, manipulative, whatever you do, don't come too close or you might hurt me persona. We all have one, and if you're not careful, you might actually believe it's who you really are, sadly blocking your real light of spirit from coming through. Ask yourself, where am I not being authentic? Where am I acting instead of being real? What am I hiding or not revealing about my spirit? The world, and especially those close to you, needs the light of your true self right now. Where is your ego blocking it? Be willing to get over your false self and share your light. This is required of you now and will be healing to all, especially you. Okay, so it is kind of what I was getting. Group number 1, whatever this is that you left or walked away from, I think it was your ego driving that decision. And you know what I mean by ego, right? I'm not talking about being arrogant or anything, like the ego as in what this card was talking about. I think it was maybe out of it, actually really out of some kind of, maybe it was a repeat of patterning. Maybe that's kind of your pattern in life, is to walk away from things if they get too serious, or if you feel, if you've got any kind of abandonment wounding, and this is a pattern I used to have that I had to work out, is, I used to reject people or, end relationships or whatever. before they could leave me or reject me, right? I would be the one to pull the trigger so that I could avoid feeling abandoned and having that wound triggered. It could be something like that for some of you. If that's not it, it's some other kind of, I feel some, it feels like a tactic, whether it's conscious or subconscious, okay? Ultimately, it was to protect yourself at the end of the day, okay? I think you really felt like it was the right thing to do for yourself, but I think what you're being asked to do here is examine what was really driving that decision. What were your fears around the whole scenario? Like, where in your life have you acted like this before? Is that maybe you don't recognize this as a pattern? Are you actually protecting a younger version of yourself? Your inner child? Is that really what this was about? Was this in any way reckless or defensive, this decision, or whatever this walking away was? And you may need, this might be a hard thing to look at here. You might need external support in this scenario. You might need a coach or a therapist or a guru or a spiritual leader or just someone, an elder in your life, a trusted friend even, but I feel like maybe someone who would have a lot of wisdom. Someone in this situation that would have a lot of wisdom. I think it would be beneficial to maybe consult. Maybe they can help you understand. Okay, let's keep going. What is returning? So you're going to have to reconfront this situation is basically like you walked away, but you got to face it. You can't just keep walking away from it. This is something you have to go back and face, okay? And I don't know what that's going to mean. I don't know if you actually have to go back and deal with a person or deal with a job or deal with whatever it is you walked away from, but you do need to, at the very least, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually return to it, okay? You might be sweeping something under the rug here. What are they returning to? Group number 3. What are they returning to? Archangel Uriel with emotions, healing, devotion, and integrated. That's beautiful. That's heart healing here. Yeah, there's healing that will come from this whole scenario. What is group number 2? What is this about for group number 3? Sorry. What is this about for group number 3? Open your heart to love. Vulnerability. This is absolutely what I was getting, like 100%. Look, we've got forgiveness, vulnerability, allowing, and community. Look, heart. Like, I think you were protecting your heart in this situation, but I just think that you were in a place or are in a place where you're just not willing to let yourself get hurt. And the walls are up. Like, this is an unwillingness to be vulnerable for sure. And maybe not as harsh as that, okay? Maybe, but there is something here about you're going to have to be vulnerable in this situation to heal, to move on. Okay, what is returning for group number 3? What is returning? Oh, look at this. Self-employment, commitment, resourceful, confident, and rewarding. Okay, so for those of you where that literally look, you've got you're ready at the bottom. I like to see that. You are ready. You are ready to do this. You've done enough work. You're ready for this, okay? This really literally could be about self-employment. Like maybe some of you gave, especially with the Emperor here, maybe some of you in Land of Dreams, maybe some of you gave up on walked away from a business you were trying to start or something like that, walked away from some way of being autonomous, financially autonomous. And because you couldn't face the rejection of it, maybe the self-worth actually isn't there and you just couldn't face. Because trust me, I know. And I almost feel like there's some messages here for me too. But starting a business requires vulnerability. It requires a willingness to fail, really. Because I don't know how many stories I've heard of really successful people where they had to fail so many times before their business took off, or they had to rebrand or reimagine or start from scratch again, or just persevere, you know? But it takes like strength to do that, and it takes confidence. Even when we lose, it's inevitable. We're going to lose our confidence in these situations. Like, I don't care who you are, at least your confidence is going to be shaken, you know, at least. But it's like finding some way to keep believing, you know, really believing in yourself or what you're trying to do. Maybe for others of you, this is like what you want to do. Maybe you left a job to be self-employed, or maybe you left a relationship and actually you're just focused on your career now, and you're just like, I'm gonna just focus on my career. I'm gonna open a business, whatever. But maybe you're blocked now because there's healing to do. Take it as it resonates, okay? Let's keep going. What is the message, please, for group number 3 here? What is returning to group number 3? What is returning? Okay, lots of cards. We have submerge. I'm going to cover that one up. We've got submerge and embody grace. Yeah. Oh, look. That's so interesting. This came out in another group. Face your dragons and cultivate divine masculine. That's very interesting because the Emperor is the divine. He is the embodiment, 100% representation of divine masculine. Empress is divine feminine. Emperor is divine masculine. And I think it takes a lot of humility to actually be the Emperor. It's like, yes, strength, confidence, leadership, but like a willingness to listen to others, a willingness to have advisors, a willingness to put other things before yourself, to see the bigger picture. I think there is a lot of sacrifice actually involved, self-sacrifice involved in that. Really being a good caretaker requires those sorts of traits, you know. With submerge, embody grace, and face your dragons here, this is what I mean, what I said before about, you know, patterns. You have to face something here. Group number, look, clean up your mess. All of this, definitely. You have to face something here. It feels kind of deep. I'm not going to lie. It feels like this is a deep-rooted thing. Okay. This is you know, this could be something that comes from your childhood. It could be something that is just really deep-rooted within you. It's got roots. It's got roots. And so you got to get underneath the roots and pull it out that way, right? Like a weed. Like, you have to do it the right way here. And that's why you might need some help to do that. But you're ready for this. Like, You're ready to do this work. And I feel like you're meant for something really big here too, you know, like your life is really meant to expand. Mhm. What am I trying to say here? I don't know why I can only think of the word expansion, but that it's not quite that. It's like I just feel like the way you're going to behave and operate, the way that you're going to approach life following this healing, this is absolutely about healing, is going to be a lot different, and it's going to be a lot more successful, and it's going to be a lot more peaceful. You know, you might be really limiting yourself in some way without even knowing it. You know, whether that's just limiting in what you think is possible for you in your life, limiting the kind of relationships you think you can have, limiting, you know, the kind of career you think you can have, life, kind of life you can live, you know, whatever. But I feel like you will be tearing down those limits as part of this process. So that's really lovely. Okay. But this feels subconscious. There are some subconscious elements here that you need to face. Okay. And that is hard to do alone. So I really do think this whole scenario is worth consulting someone about, some expert, some, like I said, guru, elder, therapist, whatever. Don't do this on your own. Group number 3. Okay, that's what I got for you. If this resonated, please give me a like and subscribe. I am trying to grow my channel now. I haven't really been trying to grow my channel. This has just been about me enjoying doing readings. But I would. That's my intention now. So I would really appreciate, yeah, a like or comment or subscribe. Take care. See you in the next one.